Okay, so this is sort of a follow-up video to a previous video where I was trying to convert one data type into another from an integer number into a floating point number. And I couldn't figure out how to do it. It didn't seem obvious at first, but I found a way to do it. There's an instruction called x equals y conversion. So let me go back and illustrate. The whole point was to take the signal from analog input 1 from our pot circuit and turn it into a milliamp number, but with a little bit of decimal point, like 4.00 instead of 4, because 4 is a whole number. Between 4 and 5, there's a lot of data that I can't see. So let's go back through the process step by step and see where we are. Okay, this is good. I have no cards selected, so I'm going to auto configure and select the current card. I have 2 other cards in my system, so I'll say that's okay. There they are. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go online. Well, I'm going to download this first of all to my controller. I want it to have an image of the hardware setup so that I can work with it. When I go to online and go to monitor mode, I can see the data. Okay, so there's my data coming in. I'm turning the pot, that's minimum 1843. Would like to see that a little better, so what I'm going to do is close that. I'm going to go to IO tags 1841. Okay, that's my pot. So I'm going to call it 1840. Okay. Now the card will go down to 0. So I'm going to use 0 to 4095. 4095 is my max, just so I can get a milliamp value. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to edit mode. I'm going to select first of all, what I'll do, add a new line. My source is going to be input register 1. Okay, my result will be, I'm going to call it channel 1 float. Okay, I want that to be a floating point value. I'm going to go to monitor mode. I want to see what this does. Okay, I want to show you what this does. So my input register is a whole number, but notice that I have a decimal point now. So now when I scale this value, I can get some precision. So let's go back to edit mode. Let's use the scale linear function. My input tag is now going to be float, channel 1 float. My input low is 1840.00. My input high is 4095.00. Okay, some decimal values. My output tag, I want this to be called channel 1 milliamps. Okay. Float. Okay. My minimum is going to be 4.000. A bunch of zeros there. My max will be 20. Okay. Let's run that and see what that does. Ah, 4.03. Okay, let's go up 20.00. So I've got a little bit of precision there. Let's go to the IO tags. Well, no, not that. Local tags? Yeah, local tags. 4.03. I wish I could get more than 2 decimal points, and surely there's a way to do that. Let's look around while we're looking here. Float. Let's see what we can discover here. I'm going to go offline for a second. Float. Let's edit that. Number of characters. Can't change that. Let's do this instead. Let's edit this. I'm going to call this milliamp B. I can't change it there either. I'm not sure if there's always a way, but I'm looking for that way. And let's go to the PLC, maybe setup, PLC setup, project options. The problem is solved. I would just like a little more precision than 2 decimal points. But 2 decimal points is not bad. So basically, let's go back to monitor mode. I guess I broke it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So 4.00 up to 20. So the problem is solved, but I would like more decimal points. So let me look around for just a few seconds, and if I can't figure it out, we'll call it a wrap on this one. So we can convert one data type into another, and usually the time we want to do that is when we like a little more precision on our data. And this is a great example of that, of when I'd like to do that. Wow, I just don't know exactly where it would be. Let me just, let's see if it's, I don't know, that's no help. I could go to help and look, but I don't know if I can get that on the video as I record it. So I guess we'll call that problem solved. We can do it if we need to. And otherwise, you could leave things in integer value if you don't need decimal point precision.